Twitch chat Wardog message over. Welcome back, guys, to another episode, day 14 of our Let's Roleplay Zhongjiang Total War 3 Kingdoms campaign. Let me give you guys the live scene. Let's get ourselves over here into the game. We are indeed in. It's just the Christmas week before you get off. Fair enough. Alright, let's do a very brief recap and try and crack on. We didn't get too much done. We only got from winter 230 to autumn 232, which is barely more than a year, really. Basically, we're still at war with Song in the east. And we're still at war with Han Xin, Ma Zun, and Lang Juanyan, who are scattered kind of throughout the west and the center. We're still trying to clear them up. We're not really struggling with that. We're not particularly struggling against Song. Jujun has begun making progress. He's crossed the river over there. And of course, we still have the ever-looming threat of our ally, the Kingdom of Wu, and its vassal Shu Han. But right now, we're still just trying to sprint through and finish these Western Lords off. I believe we finished last episode with Jujun and Wang Yi not having moved. So I don't know if Jujun is around. I don't know if Tyler's in. Son's in the chat. China the IKEA version. Absolutely, Son. But Doomsday, Wang Yi, has movement left. I don't know what you want to do with it. I think if Tyler's not here, we will have Jujun continue. I didn't want to take their turn at the end of the last stream, because they disappeared just before the end. And it might as well have been carried over, but if he's not here now, he still needs to be moving. So let's take a quick look at his traits. Creative, impeccable, greedy, arrogant, and feared. Yeah, he's pretty forward, so he's just going to push for Beihai. Wang Yi's just going to follow Jujun. Okay. Gonna give that a decisive victory delegate. Grab a bit of infamy there. And we got an auxiliary, which unfortunately Tyler is not here to dish out, so I guess he doesn't get it. Would have been an overseer. But that's all we can do for this turn. Everybody else had moved in the last episode, so we will immediately proceed on into the winter of 232. Oh, hello. We don't have any archers, which is not great. Their mounted archers have fire arrows. We'll let them have that one. I don't think I can win that without it taking an hour, so we'll just let them have it. We'll deal with it in a bit. Oh dear, what's going on? Han Xin is attacking as well. He's definitely going to win that one. Okie do. We've lost Chang'an Jade Mine and Jincheng Horse Pastures. Tai Shitze is ready for duty because of course he's returned to the capital now, having retired from the army. I believe both David and Ryan may be attending the stream later, but I know that neither of them are going to be available for the start. So I'll be moving on their behalf. We're going to have Jiang Wan attack Wu Wei farmland. He's going to steal a close victory. We'll have him attack at night. A would-be assassin. While your men were establishing order in the newly annexed town, a disgruntled civilian lashes out at one of your officers in a heated altercation and attempts to kill him. Your officer has the wherewithal to defend himself and even manages to kill his attacker, but is badly wounded in the scuffle. So Wang Jian, Jiang Wan's captain, has been wounded as a result of that. Song Chen, we will have moved down the river. Which brings us to the Bandit Queen. And I think she's gonna double back towards Jincheng Commanderate, because there's problems over there. Which brings us to Jingpei. Jingpei, your army has fully mustered. It is no longer ketchup. It is the winter of 232. What are your orders? I shall come back to you. I'll just try and move everybody that I can. Jujun over here is going to move towards Taishan. Wang Lan Lan is in there. And Doomsday just confirmed that Wang Yi is going to continue following Jujun. Move me south to the enemy, says Jingpei. South to the enemy. There's a mountain to your south. Are you wanting to go round the mountain towards Ba and Shangyong weapons craftsmen? I don't think we've got anybody else. No, it's just Jingpei and Wang Yi left. Continue following Jujun. Okie doke. Wang Yi will continue to follow Jujun. Yes, says Jingpei. Okay, so which way? There's a pass here, but it takes a long time to navigate through. Or you can go around through Shu Han's territory, which would be faster. Which one do you want to do? The Eastern Pass or the Western Valley? And whilst you're doing that, I don't think we've got any NPC generals anymore, but no, we don't. Through Shu Han, okie doke. So Jingpei is going to move west. If I can get the feckin' arrow to sit right. We'll do a quick building review. That doesn't need anything. That doesn't really need anything. That doesn't really need anything. Nor does that. Or that. Oh, hello. Voodoo copper mine can be upgraded. Let's do it. Checking as much as we can. Shangyong's kind of on the front line a bit at the minute, so that's fine. So is Chang'an. Beihai is fine. Taishan trade port we've only just taken. So then back up here to Taiyuan, where we make most of our money from industry. Is there any reason that Yin Li would want to upgrade Taiyuan again? Well, its military forges reduce recruitment cost in the local commandery. So if we're going to be recruiting here anyway, might be an idea to get some conscription on the go. So we're going to upgrade that to a bigger city. The intention of getting conscription buildings in there. And Taishitsu has arrived. Cal, welcome to the stream, buddy. Imhotep's entering lurk mode. Imhotep, thank you very much. Appreciate the lurk, buddy. Sarah, are you still here since you are Prime Minister Song Jian? Oh, we did make Hanan Yue an administrator. I must have missed that because that's not in my recap and it's not on the sponsored officer. I'll have to figure out when we did that. I think we did it at the end of the last episode, but I guess we'll see. I was just going to... Never mind. I was going to do that, but we don't need to. So we'll proceed to the spring. I was going to ask if you wanted it, like what Song Jian's opinion was on making Hanan Yue an administrator. But I don't need to, because we already did. Han Xin will sign peace with us. Han Xin can suck a fat one. Watching the Watchers. Your attendant has been striving to root out corruption in your commanderies, recently discovering a guard who was taking bribes to allow illicit goods into the city. Your attendant cornered the guard and imprisoned them. The city should be more secure now. Cao Jie. Excellent. Good job, Cao Jie. We gained a wooden ox that we don't care about. Our spy in Lang Juanyan's court has been promoted to a general. Oh wow, the movement up here is bad. It's probably faster just to get onto the river, but then he wouldn't be replenishing. Jiangwan's going to march along the riverbank, since there's not too much else he can do. Song Chen will disembark and aim for the silk trader, while Han Yin's army marches north. And Zhongjiang's army begins their hot pursuit. Right. Imhotep, Jingpei orders. Is he continuing west into Shu Han's territory, or is he attempting anything else? Jujun over here has 2 retinues in there. They actually outnumber us. That's not good. Sarah's going to be right back. I guess that means that you guys are going to be staying still, Doomsday, if there's not a lot Jujun can do. Do they have the ability to do night battles? Not that we know of. Ryan's arrived! You haven't missed a whole lot, Ryan. We only started about 15 minutes ago. Jiang Wan captured Wu Wei farmland and he's on his way along the road towards the rest of Wu Wei commandery. Song Chen is pushing to his south. And Han Yin is coming north. The Grim Haze, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the doghouse. Oh, of course, Imhotep, you said you were lurking, right, so I shouldn't be asking you what your orders are, because you're not there. Very well. Jingpei is going to head west again. Is there anyone you can convince to join your retinue, Doomsday? Who do you want to try and convince? Those are all people that are already in the military. This is most of the characters at court list. How would you like to try and... or who would you like to try and convince, and how would you like to try and do it? Indeed, Ryan, kicking ass and taking names. It's getting a little bit more scrappy in the middle, but I don't see that as a problem if we're securing the northwest, because then Zhongwan and Songchen will be coming back the other way anyway. Tsai Ying-meng, you want to try and convince her to join your retinue? She is stubborn, honest, charismatic and relentless. Stubborn and honest. To me, somebody who's stubborn and honest wouldn't necessarily... Although this isn't so much an unsanctioned army, now you're just asking for volunteers, right? Or are you trying to make an unsanctioned army? Because they're different. Tell you what, while you have a think about that, I'm going to have a look at the reforms. Because we do need to pick one. We were kind of going down this route. Yeah, we were looking towards the lower corruption one, so I guess we'll get Commissioners of Passage. The Commissioner will see that goods get where they need to go, no matter the logistics. I'm asking for volunteers to support Zhu Jun's campaign. Okay. 44-year-old Tsai Ying-meng, who is relentless, stubborn, honest and charismatic. Yeah, I think somebody who's relentless, charismatic, honest and stubborn would probably want to fight in a war. We'll say you can persuade her to join you. You don't harmonise, but she will join if you want, if you would like to confirm that. Football was fun, someone gets tripped up, foul. Me basically wrestling with someone, what, foul? Can someone tell me if Sumi Liang is anyone from Wei? If you're playing 8 Princes, Imhotep, Sumi Liang, I believe, is one of the 2 starting 8 Princes who is descended directly from Sima Yi. Like, they are his sons or grandsons. It's him and Sima Lun. The rest of them are all from the Suma clan. They're all from, like, Sima Yi's sons and brothers and whatever else. But none of them are particularly from Wei, unless you consider them being from Wei because of them being from Sima Yi, who served Wei before making Jin. Confirm that. Okie doke. She's confirmed. Is there anybody else you would like to attempt to try and convince? I'll try and give you... There's a few people down at the bottom as well, if you want me to scroll down, but I'll try and give you as many visible as possible. Spicy's flopping in. Welcome to the stream, Spicy. Thank you for joining us. How was your weekend, Spicy? What else have we got whilst Doomsday has a think? We got a wood knocks that we don't care about. Okay. Did I not demolish something in Taiyuan? Oh no, I was building something. stupid. We got snow. People don't know how to handle it, but it was a good weekend. I mean, people rarely know how to handle snow, to be fair. Yeah, so our spy in Lang Juanyan's court is a general. Who has she got? She got anybody interesting? Oh, she's barely got anybody in her court. Wow. That's it. She's only got 4 territories. Yeah, she's suffering. I don't know if any of these people are particularly good. We can't check them out, but... Could you get Wen Hui? Let's have a look. Wen Hui is 54. He's solitary, relentless, vengeful, one-eyed and bright. I think Wen Hui, whilst he... I agree that somebody should assist Administrator Zhu Jun, but I am too old. And I dislike the army. There's too many people. But I bid you good luck, Wang Yi. Wen Hui's a no. How come I've got SRP hooligans at the top of the screen, Ryan? Because that is my stream team. There are many, many SRP hooligans. Some of them are in the chat, or at least one of them is in the chat, which would be spicy. We've got 6 or 7 inches of snow in total. Missouri came to a grinding halt yesterday. Today we're slowly getting back to normal. That's a pretty swift recovery though. Like, I feel like the UK would take a lot longer to get to recover. Is there anyone else? Doomsday, I'll let you ask 3 people per season just so that we don't grind the whole stream to a halt. But if there's a 3rd person you would like to ask in the spring, you can select them. You can, by the way, Doomsday, when I said you need to pick the ones that you want to ask, I don't mean just pick the name at random. Like, you can look at people's traits and try and figure out which one is going to be the most likely, in your opinion. What I mean is you can't just say which one will join me and then I'll go find them. Like, you have to do the legwork, but you don't have to just guess. Should give up looking for volunteers, okay? Spunky, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. Right, so that's that. Tsai Ying-mung is... She's going to retrain her G militia into Saber militia because, of course, the volunteer units can only train militias. But she does want more swords and less spears. That, however, is going to do it for the spring. So we'll pop a save and pop an end turn. You find it more fun to guess? Okay, that's fine if you want to guess, Doomsday. I'm just saying you don't have to. Because I think I maybe made it sound like you had to just guess. And that's not what I was getting at. If only someone like a Grand Commandant had the authority to order someone into service. They do. Long Juanyan wants peace. She's not getting it either. Ma Zun signed a peace treaty with the Kingdom of Wu. A steed to rival the ages. The master animal trainer from one of your commanderies gifts you a most beautiful horse. This is a rare specimen that wasn't easy to break in, he claims. But such is the way with the greatest steeds. This magnificent beast is clearly fit only for one of high station with the utmost courage. We have gained a brown stallion, which I don't think the Bandit Queen needs, because she's already got a brown stallion. So who will she attempt to send the brown stallion to? Sarah, are you still there, or are you BRB? We shall see if Sarah answers. Meanwhile, we will start going... Oh, you're back! Sarah! The Bandit Queen would like to gift her husband a brown stallion to match her horse. I think it'd be nice if on those messages it actually told you what sort of mount you'd got. Same with the armory and weapons ones. I mean, yeah, but really it's just going into the faction loot pool. It's not necessarily for the faction leader. That's just how we're doing it. Her husband graciously accepts. Yeah, it was the brown one, wasn't it? Excellent, right. Ryan. Jiangwan is first. What are his orders? By the way, Wang Jian is wounded for another turn. When you took the town, a civilian attacked him. Oh, yeah. Press on to the horse pastures in normal march. Apparently that means going that way. And Song Qian will seize Jincheng Silk Trader. Excellent. And then the Bandit Queen. We'll see if she can locate that enemy army. There it is. Next to Jincheng horse pastures. What's the garrison there like? 1.5 retinues. Yeah, that's not gonna be... Ambush success chance 100%. Okay, let's just set in. She's gonna set up an ambush in that pass then, or in that forest. Jingpei Emotex lurking, so he said just continue around towards... Looks like Shu Han took Bar farmland, so I guess he's continuing around towards Shanyong. Weapon craftsman. And then Ju Jun still is at a stalemate, but there's now another Song army gathering. Could you night battle what? The Song Chen one? Yeah, but it was low casualties anyway, so there's not really much point. Well, Ju Jun is going to continue holding his position, Wang Yi. I don't know if you want to attempt to locate a third volunteer. I would advise Ju Jun to go into ambush stance, use the small retinue as bait. Not 100% sure on how you're getting the information on the opposite side of the kingdom. But at the very least, we shall say that one of his men, potentially one that previously served under Jiangwan, has made the suggestion himself, having seen Jiangwan do it plenty of times, so Ju Jun is going to do that. And that, I think, is all we can do for the summer. So we will press forward once more Yeah, we are under siege at Chang'an, but there's not a lot we can do about that. Song fell for the trap! And Jujun wins a decisive victory. With a very decisive spear thrust. Oh, we gained a builder. We captured 57-year-old Wang Fu, who is impeccable, lumbering, solitary and honest. Jujun himself, Tyler, is not here. However, Wang Yi, you would get a rather larger share on what to do with these people, because you are the second in command, if you like. So you have 57-year-old Wang Fu, and you've captured 33-year-old Bao Hui Shan, who is philanthropic, friendly, competitive, and lame. What do you think Jujun should do with the two prisoners, Doomsday? Wang Yi. Apparently Wang Yi is kinda hard to locate on the battlefield. You guys captured two prisoners, Doomsday, and I was asking what you think Jujun should do with them. One of them is 57-year-old Wang Fu, who is impeccable, lumbering, solitary and honest. The other one is 33-year-old Bao Hui Shan, who is philanthropic, friendly, competitive and lame. Release the strategist and recruit the other one. Very well, Wang Fu will be released. And Bao Hui Shan will be employed. We will take replenishment. Kingdom of Wu wishes to leave our coalition, which means in about 6 turns they're probably going to declare war on us. Marzun is assaulting Chang'an. There's not a lot we can do about it. Oh no, they vassalized Feng Xiupei as well. Yin Li has gained the energetic trait and Zhu Ju has gained the creative trait. Han Xin and Zhong Zhong no longer have a rivalry. That's not supposed to say friendship, it's a coding error, I think. Buildings! Taiyuan has upgraded to a regional city. It is therefore going to get a conscription office. Come back to that. Cai Yingmeng has leveled up. She is a 45-year-old level 4 Sentinel with a saboteur background. Stubborn, honest, charismatic and relentless. She has 4 options: tempered deflection, patience, bravery and stability. I feel like somebody who's stubborn, honest and charismatic is kind of like that's a very stable personality, so we're going to give her stability. You can rely on somebody who's honest, stubborn and charismatic, and you would want to rely on them because they're charismatic. Okay. Jujun is going to advance on Taishan City. Takes a lot of bravery. I mean, yeah, you can apply the logic to a lot of things. Wang Yi, are you continuing to follow Jujun into his siege? We gained a builder. We got that from a battle. Which battle was it? Was it Jujun? I think it was. Which means he's not here to claim it. Alright. Whilst we wait on Wang Yi, Ryan, what's Jiang Wan's plan? Advance towards the horse pastures. It's going to be there, I think. Song Qian. Apparently that's the fastest route south. He's going to advance south. Bandit Queen is going to hold in ambush. Jing Bei is going to continue trying to head south. Nope, can I convince the new Sentinel to join my army? The new one? Who was the new one? Oh, Bao Huishan, let's see. Philanthropic, so she's all about the people. She's friendly, competitive, and lame. She's 34. You know what? Ordinarily, those traits wouldn't directly lead me to say yes, but competitive and friendly, considering that you just put in a word to potentially spare her life, I think we'll say that you can recruit her. She actually harmonizes with both of you. Bao Huishan, are we confirming that, Doomsday? It is an expensive retinue, but we also have over 250,000 copper, so it's not really an issue. Yes, right. She's got 3 units of Warriors of Year. You don't get to decide what her retinue is because it's a volunteer force, but she's quite happy with it where it is. If you wanted to retrain your troops, because your troops are almost all professional, don't forget that volunteer forces can only retrain as militia. So if you want to, you can, but you would have to take the militia options. Otherwise, just confirm for me whether you're staying there and mustering, or whether you're going to be moving. And then, I am highly concerned about our diplomatic situation. Okay, didn't. Interesting. Is that instant? Does it, like, if we do this, offer to declare war on this vassal's master, provided that they too declare war on their soon-to-be former masters? Right, so here's a question that is especially being put to the council members, but actually to everybody. I think the Kingdom of Wu, and Zhongjiang thinks the Kingdom of Wu, have broken their coalition with us because they intend to declare war. We don't actually share a border with the Kingdom of Wu right now, but we do share one with their vassal, the Kingdom of Shu Han, which is this kind of light brown colour. If the Kingdom of Wu does declare war on us, then the Kingdom of Shu Han will join. Shu Han also owns this area. And Feng Xiupei will join as well, because she's their vassal too. So essentially, given that we're already at war with Han Xin, Ma Zun, and Lang Juanyan, with the exception of Yu Min... Nope, she's their vassal too. the rest of China would declare war on us, basically, if the Kingdom of Wu declares war on us. Whereas if we now encourage the the Kingdom of Shu Han to declare war on Wu, at the very least, the Kingdom of Shu Han is on our side. Stay there and muster. So we need to decide, because if we wait too long and Wu declares war on us, then we are the ones that are going to have the issue. Staying there and mustering. So I'm going to drop you into an encamp stance, Wang Yi. We should take every opportunity to swing the fight in our favour. I agree with your assumption and believe we should take the opportunity, especially as it costs us nothing, to try and gain the support of Shu Han. It's at the least their uninvolvement. Okay, I see what you're saying. Get Shu Han the offer of support. So Zhongwan and Wang Yi both voicing their support for it. Anybody else have an opinion? Even if you don't have a sponsored officer, if you're just in the chat, if you have an opinion, feel free to weigh in. I think we might have an issue with treaties and stuff as well, but it might be worth breaking that, to be honest. We do have a trade deal with the Kingdom of Wu, which is worth 1,300, which I believe... No, it wouldn't do even remotely damage. You guys going to get wrecked? Probably, but at least it's one less person to get wrecked by. I believe we should also offer tribute status to our enemies in the west. It may be crucial to free up our forces in case Shu Han does not accept our offer. Shu Han will accept. I already reviewed it. I'm pretty sure that means that they'll do it. I believe to be suspicious of them and be cautious around their borders. They may accept the offer, but as far as I know it does not immediately take effect. They may say they will and then may allow themselves to be called to war later, before breaking their bonds. No, I don't think so. I don't think I've ever used it, but if you read this one, offer to declare war on this vassal's master, provided that they too declare war on their soon-to-be former masters. So it's basically like the whole offer is like, we will if you will, so they have to. Yes, but they have to first turn on their master, then they ask us for assistance. Okay. Join forces because it's inevitable, Spunky. That's kind of what I'm thinking too. The reason that I think they would do it, if we look, the Kingdom of Wu, Sun Quan's personality is overlord, aims to create an empire of vassals and tributaries, which he is doing, and protective. In war, prefers to expand slowly, consolidates before moving forward, and fiercely protects his own land. If we look at Dong Yuxiang, who has ended up in charge of Shu Han, she's vengeful, reacts to negative diplomatic events harshly, remembers diplomatic events for a very long time. She's an overlord, so she actually aims to create an empire of vassals and tributaries too. And she's arrogant, so she never joins existing alliances, but may create new ones, and she hates if someone disagrees in an alliance vote. I don't think, because I think it was Liu Bei that agreed to be Wu's vassal. Dong Yuxiang does not strike me as the kind of person who wants to be Wu's vassal. She probably just thinks if she declares war on them, that she'll lose. Which is probably a fair assessment, but with us backing her, she might well do it. You'd still offer tribute as well to free our forces? I don't think we need to. And I'll tell you why. Wang Jian and Song Chen are maybe 5-10 turns away from clearing this up, right? With Zhangjiang's help as well. Like, there's only 4 settlements, 1 army. Then they're going to turn around and start coming this way to get back to the front. At which point they can sweep through everything else on the way, including the Yellow Turban Rebellion if we want. We don't directly share a border with Wu right now, but if we do share one, it will be here, where we're fighting Song and Wu are on the other side. But Shu Han are right in the middle of them. Like, they're going to get stuck in. I think we've got... I don't think we need to offer them tribute right now. I think we can try and take as much as we can, and then do it if we get desperate. So, are we going to offer this to Shu Han then? I think we are, aren't we? They've got a lot of ground to cover. You said you expect them to declare war in 6 turns, so we would be 4 turns behind the declaration by your expectation before we are free to turn back. Yeah, but we don't share a border, so it's not like Wu's going to declare war and immediately be attacking us. They've A, got to walk all the way to us, and B, if Shu Han have declared war on them first, they've got to fight their way through Shu Han. That's why I think we should do it, because it gives us so much more time. We don't need to immediately break off these wars. Han Xin's only got 4 territories left. He's out once we take these. Ma Zun has 3, 2 of which he's taken off us, so they're not stable. And Lang Juanyan, we know, despite having more territory than the other 2, is weak. She's only got like 3 armies, 2.5. So we're just going to sweep through them. We're going to try and get Shu Han to accept this. Deal signed. Ryan may well have been correct, though it might not be an instant declaration of war. Which it doesn't look like it is. Right, did we move all our armies? We did. Cool, let's push on to the autumn. In fact, I'm going to break any deals we've got with Wu just so that when Shu Han comes to declaring war, we don't necessarily incur penalties. Let's see where we go. We might be at war with Wu before the end of this episode. Song on their way north have engaged Jujun. He's gonna fall back because there's not a lot he can do against that. Wow, that was fast as shit. Liu Bei died. He's gone. Oh, they declared war on the Han to get around us. Or Shu Han declared war on... We don't have the... no. They're all declaring war because Wu did. Okay. Well, fuck. Where? Ah, fuck. Alright, well, we just entered what I have... Like, this has happened to me in every campaign I've ever fought. At some point, usually around the 230s, late 220s, I end up at war with the rest of China. Alright, let's go through here. Tai Yuan's gonna get a training field. And if we look at diplomatic status, with the exception of the Han Empire, who is our vassal, and the Yellow Turban Rebellion that we might as well just fucking declare war on at this point, we are at war with the rest of China. Excellent. And you know what? Autumn 233. In autumn 233 AD, Wang Yi's volunteer force is going to be officially confirmed an army of the Tai Dominion. Wang Yi, you are being promoted with immediate effect to general, and you are responsible for fighting the rest of China. My advice is to move armies in pairs unless holding cities, and to eliminate all the smaller factions as quickly as possible. They will almost definitely hold forces around the seats instead of defending their own lands. Focus on taking sources of food as a priority. Check out our Grand Commandant, guys. Alright, let's get this show on the road. Jiang Wan, what are your orders? No, he didn't get Prefect of China. He got officially confirmed as a general instead of a volunteer commander. Horse pasture! Are we delegating? Yeah, I know there's a big SRP hooligans at the top of the street. It's supposed to be there. Delegate, night battle, loot and occupy. Night battle. Delegate. Loot and occupy? That's what you said. The warrior! One of our enemy captives put up a fearsome resistance, wounding 3 of our best and killing another before we restrained them. How should we deal with them? Hire them. Jiang Wan's entered turbo mode. It is rare that such ferocity is twinned with skill, so you offered the warrior a handsome sum to join your cause. Let's see who we got. We got Chen Zhi, who is 27, energetic, brilliant and agile. Holy shit. He actually seems like he might be a bit of a badass. The stone axe definitely came with Chunjur because it's there. But what the fuck is that and where did that come from? Ryan, we're going to say, because I don't know whether it is or not, that you just looted this from the horse pastures. What do you want to do with the war blade? What am I currently wielding? You're still wielding a default, I think. Yeah, you're wielding a common gen. Then I would like to take the warblade for myself. It's going to see much use. Okido. Buildings. I already did. What else did you just say? I would like to send them south to the Bandit Queen with the suggestion that they raise additional forces for the war effort. Who are you sending south to the Bandit Queen? Chunjur. Okay. I think the Bandit Queen is going to agree with you. We are indeed going to raise additional forces. But we are going to need a general. Who is going to command our additional forces? Are you trying to put Chunji forward as a general, Ryan, at 27? I think we should have a more experienced general. He's just the messenger. Okay. He's definitely going to be in the army, but I think he's going to be a lieutenant. But we need somebody to take command of an additional army. I'd rather it wasn't Yin Li, Lu Jung or Tai Shut Tse because they're all over 65. What is your problem? Lack of purpose. Who is your captain, Ryan? Your captain is... fuck's sake. Your captain is Wang Jian. Who is actually 3 years older than you. And 3 years older than your wife, Tao Jinjin, because you guys are the same age. Why? I think I hear the cogs going in your head. What are you thinking? While you tell me what you're thinking, I'm going to do Cao Jie's level up, because she's got one. Cao Jie is a 36-year-old level 4 commander with a preacher background. She's stalwart, greedy and brilliant, and she has 3 options for leveling up: zeal, composure or nobility. I feel almost like it should be nobility, but a zealously made point delivered with wild-eyed conviction can inspire and incite even the staunchest non-believer. Nope, it's going to be zeal. Completely forgot about the background. I would consider sending him with Chunjie, and would like to enlist another strategist as replacement, promoting my wife to captain. Okay, so are you sending Wang Jian with Chunjie because you want him to be part of this new army as well? So they're essentially both delivering one message at the minute. Is it a heavy message? Do they need to hold one end of the scroll each? Or is it because you want them both to be in the next army? How many armies can we actually support? We can have another 5. And realistically, we can probably pay for 3. I think if there's ever a time to spam armies, it's now. I would like them both to be in the army, and he would be a more viable option as a general, having served as my captain for some time. Agreed. And I think that's what we shall do. So we will recall his retinue from your army, and then you will acquire a new lieutenant. What kind? You said strategist, so Wen Hui is 55. Luo Qinli is on an assignment. Chen Jun is 35. Guo Wei Ying is 37. We do not have a lot of young people. Those are all our strategists. The youngest one is on an assignment, but she's only youngest by 1 year. Chen Jun. Yeah, Dylan's in the house. Welcome to the stream, Dylan. Chen Jun going to be joining Jiang Wan. Jiang Wan, I'm assuming that you're going to want to do something with his retinue, because it's all kinds of fucked up. Who does he not harmonise with? Tao Jinjin. 1 treb, 4 archers, and fuck it, 5 archers. 1 treb and 5 archers. So do you want to retrain these crossbowmen then, or what? I'll start switching these ones over to archers, and you said Why can't you recruit archers? Apparently, he can't recruit archers. Doesn't make any goddamn sense. Oh, actually, we haven't advanced very far up the blue side of the tree, so have we not unlocked archers yet? Nope, because they're under private tutors, so it would have to be archer militia. Archer militia fine, Ryan? And was the yes please for retraining the crossbowmen into archer militia? Militia is fine, an arrow is an arrow. I mean, arguably, yes, I guess. It was. Okie doke. Now, Wang Jian, the strategist, is not going to need retraining, or not going to need his retinue training, because he's just come out of an army where he was doing what he should be doing. But, and this is why I was trying to get, which we're going to rush. We're going to rush the training field, and we're actually going to rush the training camp as well, because I was planning on it, but not immediately. I'm actually going to raise where the fuck's he gone? Chun Zhe's retinue in Taiyuan first, because this is where we're going to train them. And then we're going to recall them and redeploy them, because they will get more levels from this province because of the buildings it's got. So, I am going to need to know what troops Wang Jian has. I think he's got all of the... Well, he's got a unit of G militia, but they'll be leaving. Chun Zhe will be his lieutenant. And we shall give him... No, Ji Bun's going to be the general, but Wang Jian's going to be the captain. So we're going to recruit Ji Bun. 49-year-old Ji Bun. He's the perfect age for taking over as a general. Okay, he's going to have 2 units of spear guards. He's got 1 unit of warriors of year that I don't want to retrain because we'll lose them. Right. I'm going to retrain these archer militia into spear guards and the saber militia, because they'll be higher level than, well, than that one at least. Then he's going to have plenty of missile units thanks to Wang Jian, so we shall give him hidden axes, and saber militia. We will retrain Chun Zhe. Let's just take a look at he's energetic, yeah. Retrain his cavalry as you know what? I'm going to experiment with giving him Raider Cav as opposed to Lance Cav. Not 100% sure what the difference is, but that's fine. And he's probably going to need a lot of Saber Militia, because that's going to be the front line of the force. Cool. Right, that's going to be 1 army. We can easily afford to set up some more. So we're going to potentially need a 2nd general. She's on an assignment. Oh, Tishu Yu is 53. I didn't know that. 53. Change it by rank. They're all old as hell. Wen Hui's got maybe 5 years left in him. But that'll do. Give him some trebs. And we'll give him some crossbows. 2 units of crossbows. And he's going to need a captain. Bloody hate what I have to do right now. I'm not sure I want to ask why, but why? Salgier is 36. I guess it's going to be Salgier. No, it's not. She's on an assignment. It looks like it's going to be Juju then. And then they need a captain, so we'll go from the other end of the table. Find somebody young and inexperienced. Which we don't particularly have a lot of young and inexperienced people in this faction. He's already a strategist, so we don't really want to do that. Jesus Christ, we are so limited on options here. You know what? Let's recruit Tishu Yu. Do the Kansas City Shuffle to make her the captain. Yeah, they're going to need some pretty solid troops. Mounted Lancer Militia? No. Raider Cav. You can keep 2 of them. And then we'll give him... Hell to it, we'll just give him some hidden axes. Alright. Gotta do 3 sheets for tomorrow. I'm hoarding the youth and vitality. You are. We can still easily afford another army, we just don't have the flipping officers. Who's in the recruitment pool? A bunch of old people. Zongji is the only exception, and he's not even that young. Where'd you come from? Ah, no, you're a spy. Although he's a spy for Han Xin, who we're about to wipe out. So would that really even matter? He's fraternal, enigmatic, and committed. I mean, I'm calling him a spy because it looks like he's a spy, but... Swag1, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the doghouse, buddy. What do we think, guys? Should we recruit Zongji, almost certain that he's a spy, because we're going to wipe out his faction anyway? Or should we not recruit him? Oops. I mean, she's almost certainly a spy as well. He's probably a spy. He's not a spy for sure, because he's not even served for ages. But he's 51. I'd recruit him. What's the worst he can do at this point? I'm standing on their doorstep. Exactly. She's not a spy either because she's not been in service for a while. Alright, we're going to recruit Zongji just to give us some extra options here. And then, if we wanted to try and get a third army together with the options that we've got, I mean, we could potentially put Dan Wei in charge of it. I mean, he's not a great option, but he's an option. You know what? Desperate times call for desperate measures. I think we're gonna. We've only got one more seasonal deployment this season. So we are gonna recruit Dan Wei. And we shall retrain his troops into saber infantry. No, we'll just take saber infantry. Right, that's could always spring up some smaller forces near the front to react quickly to hostile activity. Yeah, we can, and we probably will need to. I'm just training them up here. None of them are going to walk from here to the front unless they come into here. Like the rest, they're all going to get stood back down and then re-raised with the units that we've just trained. But that'll be it for spamming armies. Song Qian is going to cross this river. Zhongjiang's going to hold position. They're trying to work that guy out of there. Oh yeah! Jingpei! Imhotep, are you still here? Walking through Shu's land has not exactly turned out too well. You are now behind enemy lines and surrounded. Someone's up Shoe Creek without a paddle. I don't know if Imhotep's there. On the plus side, now we can attack in every direction. Alright, Wang Yi, I don't know if you're going to be wanting to continue mustering this third retinue, but if you don't, let me know. Ju Jun, in the meanwhile, shall return to our side of the border so he can replenish. Yeah, there's a fair few enemies kicking around. Wang Yi and Jingpei, Doomsday and Imhotep, either of you there? Imhotep's there. Imhotep, we're at war with the rest of China, and that includes the people whose land you were walking through. You are now surrounded behind enemy lines. What's the plan? What's the closest place? You're pretty much equidistant to Bashi Toolmaker, Bar Farmland and Bashi City. But two of them have got an army in and you can't see the third one, so... If you mean the nearest friendly place, the nearest is probably where you came from, but that involves going through Bashi Toolmaker. without walking through there, it might be Wudu Commandery up to the northwest. Or if you can somehow get down to the river, it could be the Han Empire bit. I'm not fucked, I'm just going down in glory. Well, what is the game plan here, Imatek? You've taken yourself, Chaozhou and Zhuling into the jaws of hell. Bar farmland. So you're going to head towards Caishun. Even the farmland's garrison on its own is apparently stronger than your army. You are stronger than Caishun, but not with the farmland backing him. Yes. Okay. Where are we moving to? Because you can't attack the farmland this turn, so... Who cares? You should. Head to attack the farmland. I assume that that means move as far as you can then, because you can't reach it this turn. So, Jinpei has apparently decided to scream Banzai, which is not quite the right culture, but that's fine. Is Doomsday still around? Have we still got Wang Yi, or... I don't think we have, because I asked a few minutes ago and I still haven't seen anything, so I guess I'll just take over for Wang Yi for a little while, but he's probably going to stay there this turn anyway, so we will press forward into winter and probably get wrecked. Oh, Jinpei! Caishun's army has pushed out, and actually Humu Yuowan's army has arrived behind you as well. You are now facing 10,500 Shuhan soldiers with 2,800. Eh? Okay? Hang on, Johnny. My notifications aren't off, and my OBS doesn't think you've subbed. But, thank you for the sub, Johnny. Welcome to the Wolfpack. Welcome back to the Wolfpack. Johnny. Wolfpack. There we go. I actually think you did, Johnny. Right, hang on. Where's thank you for the shout out, Ryan. Retreat and hope one of the armies can't reach you. I mean, the statistical likelihood of that, given that you moved as close to them as possible, is pretty low, but we'll see. Yeah, no, they're both still there. Minus the garrison now, but you're facing 7,100? Am I doing the maths right? Yeah, I am. 7,100. Battle it. Battle it we do. I'm a little bit disappointed that it hasn't told me that Johnny subbed, but I don't know what would have changed. Maybe it's just been a bit weird. There's certainly been some questionable leadership decisions made with this army, Ryan. In both army composition and army positioning. Yeah, I know, Johnny, I know. I don't... I'll see if it comes up in a bit. Maybe it's just a bit slow or something. It's still telling me people have followed and people that are hosting and stuff, so I don't know why it's broke or when it broke. Right, Imhotep, what's the plan? Bit slow like myself. I've just seen the Discord campaign chat where apparently Jinpei has hurriedly written a will and sent it off. There's 3 officers in this army, Ryan. And apparently Imhotep's not giving me a plan here. Is there a hill to place the army? Not really. There's kind of a gentle slope to the right. But I hesitate to call it a hill. I suppose this bit is kind of hill-like, but it's right at the edge of the map. I know there's 3, I said good. Plus, it's way outside of your deployment zone if you look at the minimap. Your deployment zone's there. So you'd have to put your army over here and walk it up here. Which the army would probably be fine with, but your trebs would never get up here in time to do any damage. Given that the enemy reinforcements are actually coming in on this end of the map. So they'd just all come straight up here. That forest ends in a remarkably straight line off to the right. It kinda does, yeah. It's almost as if this section of the battlefield is built of a template that doesn't include trees. Because it's also does it here. I've never ever noticed that before in like any Total War, that potentially the map is made up of tiles, but if that isn't a map being made up of tiles, I don't know what is. Move the army back to the open flats on our deployment. So here. Just imagining music from We Were Soldiers in the background. Yeah. I might even have to we might even have to do that. Well, I'll be honest, Imhotep, I don't particularly like to criticize people's choices in the game. I think that's part of the fun, but this army, not a lot I can do with it. Certainly doesn't adhere to my playstyle, that's for sure. But we'll make do. Or we'll attempt to make do, I guess. Put Jinpei there unless Imhotep tells me he wants him somewhere else. We have got the world's biggest cavalry contingent as well. go with your retinue plus them. You're a group. Everybody except them is also a group. Yeah, that's probably what we'll try and do, Ryan. Have the spears and swords form a wall for the archers, place the cav in the trees, with myself leading the cavalry. Oh, okay, Jinpei wants to lead the cavalry. So, despite the fact that Zhu Ling brought them all, Zhu Ling's being kicked off. No cavalry for you, Zhu Ling. Right. Here we go.
又是一波，敌人援兵正在接近。
Needs more William Wallace, Tony. What do you mean, Banzai time? Why is this horse staring at us? Okay, I caught it out. The man, the prick, the legend. Speed the in-game time up because the enemy's probably looking for us. Wonk, thank you so much for the massive host, buddy, thank you. 22 viewers, welcome. You guys are going to find this slightly different to ECW, I'm pretty sure. There we go, there's the raid coming in. Wonk Sam, thank you so much for the raid, buddy. Excuse me. You guys have caught us in the middle of Jinpei, sponsored by our very own Imatech, having led his army into absolute ruin, about to make his last stand. The enemy army is still moving towards us. They don't quite know where we are yet. Oh no, they do know where we are now. So this is Jinpei's army. It's horribly built, horribly located, and horribly led. And it is going to result in all of them dying. No worries, one. I have not let my sub lapse for a while, but I haven't been in the stream to actually drop ye old notification. Here's the enemy officer corps, leading their 2 combined armies of 7,100 men against Jingpei's 2,800 men. Jingpei's trebuchets are now firing. I must admit, Jingpei, at least having this many cavalry looks epic as fuck. Can they throw fire into the woods? This is not your battle, Ryan. Go away. No, they can't. Jesus Christ, cow. Oh. Xiao Zhou getting a little bit big for his boots considering the situation. Would be drunk as fuck. Holy shit. The enemy cavalry's fucking flanking the army. Get the fuck out of there. Definitely get the fuck away from them. This is a bitch to manage. Shit. Oh no, that's not good.
此部队适时以悉数用计。
Don't stand near them. You guys are his bodyguards now. Have fun with that. Nope, nope, no, no, no. Stay away from them. Okay, top job lads, but fight's not over. I have no idea what's happening. This whole thing is fucked. Look at them. Stop fucking getting caught, goddammit. Get him. Jinpei fell. You got effed up. Squeaks, welcome to the stream. How is your Monday going? Ours is going swimmingly. If swimmingly was drowningly. Oh, hello. What the fuck have you guys been doing? Don't stay in there. Don't stay in there. Get out of there. Not a smart place to be. Still not a smart place to be. You guys really need to leave that. How did she get close? Get her! Get that bitch! Good job, y'all, mister. Well done. Where's the other unit going? I had a second unit of cavalry over here somewhere. Oh, they're in there. That's not really where I intended you to be. Nope, nope, nope. Those guys have spears. Get them. Back, 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 back. Duck. Oh dear, he's dead. Run away! Run away! Get him. Yeah, the Pearl Dragons definitely did some damage, but I mean, outnumbered more than 2 to 1. It wasn't ever really going to go any other way. We've done a lot better than I thought we would, to be fair. Holy shit, everything's coming up this way. Yeah, that's definitely it. That's going to be the last charge. Zhu Ling and Xiao Zhou throwing themselves into the melee. I can see Zhu Ling. I have no idea where he is. He's probably already dead. Oh, Xiao Zhou's gone. Yeah, Zhu Ling fell at some point as well. I don't know when. still got some units refusing to die. These crossbowmen have killed 340 men. These lance cav have killed 677. Dude, these guys need a medal, or at the very least a statue. Look at them go. I don't want to step away from them, but I feel like some... Oh. They just got wrecked. How much morale do these goddamn units have? Oh, they have unbreakable. Wow, one of the officers, I don't know which one, was giving their troops unbreakable. Yeah, the last cav are unbreakable as well. Look at this geezer. Oh, there's two of them. Like, burying themselves in the tree to try and get a bit of a camouflage advantage. Oh dear, they're dead. Holy shit! Right, where's the rest of the enemy army though? Because they've got to be coming this way now. Oh, they are, I think. Yes, very slowly. Holy crap! They just wiped them out. Alright, we're going to see how much damage this single unit of cavalry can manage. Got rid of them. Oh dear, the enemy spears have arrived. How many have they killed? 190 so far. And the enemy all just gained unbreakable from that. And the enemy spearmen are arriving and flanking. Okay, let's see what happens if we try and withdraw. Don't think they're going to beat side shooting. And now the spearmen are in. Yeah, I think we're just going to have to let them die because there's not a lot we can do. Can't do anything more. This is just unfortunately where these guys have to die. It certainly cost them a lot more men than I imagined it would cost them. But I never expected that we would win. A valiant defeat. Oh, let them go down in a blaze of glory, Ryan. I'm not going to steal their glory, especially not how long they survive. Ripple, thank you very much, Pope Crunch. Well, one of them's definitely dead, Zhu Ling, I believe. Duchy of Song will sign peace with us for 4,000 copper. No, I'm not going to sign peace with any of the small kingdoms because all that's going to happen is Wu or Shu Han will attack them anyway and take their land, so... Thanks, Pope Crunch. Hopefully we'll see you again soon. Sorry we couldn't give you a win. Salute. I think we're going to have some more people for the Honoured Dead role. Zhu Ling was killed in battle. He's going on the Honoured Dead. I don't care if he was an NPC. Zhu Ling fell in battle. Autumn. What was the year? 233. So we'll see if he's the only casualty or not. Oh, shit! Nothing to do with the battle, but Taisha Tse has given up the ghost, aged 67. Gets put on the dead list. Cal, Taisha Tse has passed. Holy shit. Right, I better add him to the list too. Taisha Tse. Sponsored by Cal. Died of old age. Aged 67. In winter 233 AD. Because the battle happened in their end turn sequence, whereas Cal being dead, or Taisha Tse being dead rather, only just happened in our turn. Living in harmony. Harmony. Friendship can spring from many sources, even opposites attract, but more often than not, it is like minds that join in friendship. Two more distinguished members of your council become firm companions, sharing tales of their exploits and endeavours. Others may find them insufferable, but what do they care? Relationship deepens between Zhuge Ke and Song Yang. It looks to me like Jingpei and Chao Zhou both survived the battle and have not been executed as prisoners, because I'm not seeing a pop-up about them. Jingpei is apparently lame. He's gained the lame trait. Do we know how old Zhu Ling was? No, not that one. No, it doesn't tell us because he was killed in battle. Oh well, who can I sponsor now, Cal? You can sponsor whoever you want that isn't already sponsored. What kind of a character are you looking for to sponsor, Cal? This is a sad day for China. It is. Fucking Taisha Tse. You know what? Whilst Cal thinks about that, I'm gonna add Taisha Tse's title to his death post. And actually, he needs to have... There we go. Autumn 232 AD until winter 233 AD. Poor Taisha Tse was only Grand Tutor for a year. Sarah is entering lurk mode. Thank you for the lurk, honey. So what are you looking for? A specific class, a specific age, specific sort of not been involved or been involved, Cal? What kind of character are you looking for? Before I get kicked off, I would like to create a grand statue of all those who died in following my incompetence. You're going to create a statue of 2,800 dead people? Going to be a pretty big statue, I'd imagine. Whilst Cal has a think about what he might want to, who he might want to sponsor, Jingpei, although it doesn't feel particularly earned, apparently you have leveled up. You are a 49-year-old legendary level 7 Sentinel with a trader background, creative, disloyal, handsome, defiant, artful, and lame. And you have 4 options for level up: composure, patience, perception, or stability. Stability. Very well. Jingpei has gained stability trait. I mean, you gave them a proper bloody nose, to be fair, but... right. I'll take a politician this time. Excellent. We're pretty short on exclusive politicians at the minute, Cal, due to the situation. Are you looking for a character that's a high level, somebody that's old, that's been involved, or are you trying to like bring one up from the bottom again? All must serve. Because we've got variations now. We've got old people who've done nothing so far, like Hao Meng. We've got, you know, and who's a low level. We've got mid-level people. We got relatively high-level people. Bring up from the bottom again. Okay, so if we're talking bottom as in levels, we can organise it by level. The lowest level at court that we've got, because we've got Chun Jie as well, but he's in an army. The lowest level at court we've got is Hao Meng, who is 65. We've also got Zhong Ji, but he's probably going to be going into an army. If you were wanting specifically a politician. Although, to be fair, whoever you sponsor, you can choose to do what you want with them. So, that bit is irrelevant. Is there a particular age, or... I'll take Zhong Ji. Very well. Zhong Ji is 32 years old. He's a level 2 champion. He's of a bandit background, which is appropriate. He's fraternal, so a brother might not always be a friend, but a friend like this is always a brother. He's committed. Like an arrow, this one is ever moving towards one goal, sweeping up many others in their wake. And he's enigmatic. When the world around them is in chaos, this one remains unflappable. He's a pretty cool dude, to be perfectly honest. He's the one that we think is probably a spy for Han Xin, and we're relying on the fact that we're going to destroy Han Xin shortly. So I shall add him. Zhong Ji. Sponsored by Cal. Hello. Something. There we go. Zhong Ji is added to the list, Cal. Right. We may need that army between myself and Zhongjiang to move north to intercept the forces moving into our land, unless you wish me to halt my advance. I don't know. Let's start picking up. There's definitely no point in Jiangwan changing direction.
全军听
Song
令。
Chen can't reach that, can't reach Zhao Jiemeng. So it's up to you, Ryan. Do you want to deviate and try and track her down before heading to Wu Wei, or because I think Zhongjiang is going to need Song Chen's help to take Jincheng horse pastures if Han Yin persists in staying there. And that army is only 2 retinues, so it shouldn't be hard for anyone to beat. I will press on to Wu Wei, which apparently the quickest way to do that is to go that way. Right, Song
行
Chen
动如一，
cannot reach Jincheng horse pastures. How far can he get?
势如利刃。 统一行
I
进，
moved Song Chen to there and drop him into ambush
准备伏击。
because I don't want Han Yin to be able to attack him.
王侯，败者寇。
She can attack the horse pastures at any time. Right, we've got armies and such all over the place, or people training all over the place.
折而不摧，
I think the first one was Jiben and Chunje
参见大人。
with Ryan's old captain, so we're going to stand these guys down because they've
遵命，
got their units squared away now.
有话直说。
And next turn we'll raise them where they need to be. Yeah, exactly, Ryan.
行事谨慎，可称机密。
Wenhui, Tishuyu, and Juju.
大人到此，蓬荜生辉。
Tell you what, we'll
想
go
问
from
点
the
什
other
么
end.？
大人有何吩咐？
主公召我。
Right. Where is Jingpei? Jingpei is now in Shihe and carrying a wound for the next 2 turns. Wang Jian is ready.
我的目标
Dan Wei
十
was
分
going to
明
get
确
a。force, wasn't he? But we didn't know who was joining it. It's probably going to be Huang Chuan and Zongji. Zongji, you have received your orders to assemble at the capital and prepare your troops.
该当如此。
Are you going to accept these orders? Upgrade the tea house so I can have my last. You can't upgrade the tea house. We don't actually have any tea either, so your tea house isn't really doing anything. It's a hot water house, exactly. A house of hot water.
群山万壑，皆通于天。
It's actually my opium trading station.
满怀信念，
It's not
奋
particularly
力一战
appropriate.。Cal, is Zongji going to accept his summons to join the army? Where you squirreled away that money you pilfered. Oh dear. No, Zongji's not going to accept his summons to the army. Interesting. 44, 48, 37. He's a politician, not a soldier. Okay. I mean, he's a champion, but okie-do. In that case, Guo Ruiying will be the one that is summoned. Potentially. No, she won't, actually. I think Qiao Zhou will be the one joining Dan Wei and Huang Chuan. So, Dan Wei can... Qiao Zhou can stay where he is. We will need some spears for this force. What are his traits? Energetic, fiery, indecisive. We'll give him some pearl dragons. And then these guys can actually be stood down because they don't need to stay where they are either. Right. Who hasn't moved yet? Zhu Jun and Wang Yi. Why is all of China trying to kill us? I don't know. Because they are? Right. Do we still have Doomsday, or did we lose Doomsday during the epically long battle? I think we may have lost him. Yeah, what happened, Cal, was Wu broke the coalition, so we figured they were going to declare war on us. We tried to persuade Shu Han to turn against Wu, because they were their vassal. But I broke the trade agreement with Wu in anticipation of them declaring war and us taking their vassal with us. And then basically what happened is Wu declared war on us, which meant Shu Han, Yu Minxiang, and Feng Xiupei, which were the only other people we weren't at war with except the Yoa Turban Rebellion, all declared war on us because they are all Wu's vassals. So that's how we ended up at war with the rest of China. I think Doomsday is missing, so I'm going to take over for Wang Yi. Zhu Jun is going to push up against Taishan, and Wang Yi is going to assist him. And he's actually going to, if I can, put himself in ambush, protecting. Oh, he can't. Okay, well I guess he's just going to stay there then and cover the flank. That looks like it's going to be all we can do for the winter. So we'll proceed to spring. The lady that was leading Shu Han just died. Dong Yu Xiang, was it? Kinda figured she was gonna do that. You know what? I probably could win this if I fought it, but having just fought a massive battle that was time consuming and all of that, I'm just gonna let them have it because we'll probably just take it back anyway. If it was gonna be like an epic like battle involving officers, then I might have done it, but it would have just been a garrison. Okay, Han Yin has left Jincheng horse pastures. On the bright side, Cal, we can now advance in any direction we want. The kingdom of Shu Han, Dong Yu Xiang, has been succeeded by Liu Ju. Ma Xun and Han Xin have gone to war against each other because apparently us kicking the crap out of them isn't enough for them. Ji Bun has gained Uncomplicated and Guo Rui Ying has gained the Bright trait. Lots of people are available for redeployment. Voodoo Copper Mine can be upgraded again. Ooh, less corruption faction-wide, yes please. Right. Ryan, I'm going to make a couple of moves before you make yours, just so you can see the situation. The Bandit Queen's going to push up on Jin Chung Horse Pastures. Ward 0 Gun Layer Shed. Hey, Snake Squeezer. Don't know what that means. Apparently I just got an achievement called Naysayer. Control all northern horse resources on the map. Cool. And Guan Chu Dian has leveled up. He's a 27-year-old level 3 legendary strategist with an advisor background. He's graceful, clever and brilliant. And he's either got precision or intuition. I'm going to give him precision because it feels slightly more to do with being clever and brilliant. Right. Song Chen in that case. Is going to beeline back that way. Can't actually cross the stream. But Song Chen's going to try and get the Silk Trader back, Ryan, and Zheng Jiang will probably push Jing Chung to get Han Yin. So what do you want to do with your army? Somebody else has leveled up. Xiong Tingjing has. Press on towards the city. Excellent. Right. Now we need to raise some of these extra armies that we've been preparing. Hello, what are you doing? Silk Trader. First general is going to be Ji Bun, with Captain Wang Jian, and who was his third one going to be? Chen Jie. They are going to start there just to block her advance west. There's no point putting them in there because they'll just die. At Hedong, we shall raise... Who else was going to command? I know Dan Wei was, but wasn't there another army as well? Oh, Wen Hui was going to have one, wasn't he? Wen Hui with... Was it? It was Tishu Yu, I think. And then I think it was going to be Juju? Because the next army was going to be Dan Wei, Huang Chuan, and somebody else, probably Qiao Zhou. So I think it was supposed to be Juju. And we only have a seasonal retinue deployment of 7, so we wouldn't be able to muster a third army in one turn. So I'm not going to risk putting one retinue on the board on its own. Can I sponsor the legendary strategist Guang Chu? I feel I can't take it with Jing Pei being as he is. You can change your sponsorship anytime you want, Imotech. So Guang Chu Dian is available. Where is he? Was he over here? No, that's Wang Jian. Where the hell is he? Oh yeah, he's with the Bandit Queen. 27-year-old Guangqiu Dian. Thank you, Ryan. Yeah, Imotech, if you want to change your sponsorship to Guangqiu Dian, you can. You can change at any time. I'm just going to level Xiong Tingjing up. She's a 39-year-old level 3 commander with a preacher background. She's tough, trusting, and unobservant. She has perception, composure, or nobility. I don't think she's got perception because she's unobservant. And I'm not sure she's got composure because none of that applies, so we will give her nobility. Preachers have an air of nobility about them anyway, I guess. I do want to change my sponsorship. Okie do. Let's get that swapped over then. Sponsored officers. Edit. Guangqiu Dian. Sponsored by, ironically, by Jinpei right now. And Jinpei will no longer be sponsored by Imotech. Done! You are now sponsoring Guangqiu Dian, Imotech. Right, we have raised a couple of armies. We've moved the western armies. The eastern armies are committed to a siege. Somebody in here is not happy. Wen Hui. He'll lose the -20 lack of purpose anyway, so that's fine. Right, we need a new reform as well. Got about half an hour left in the stream, guys, I think. We are going to grab officer relocation, which is quite appropriate given what's just happened. A sense of community is good for society and good for China. It is not good for administration. 6% less corruption. And it's spring, so we will pop a save, which I think is our second save of this session. And then we will proceed immediately into the summer. Apparently these guys have sallied out, but they're not going to win. Speaking of administration, we could pop someone into those administrator slots to bump up some satisfaction. I don't like giving people jobs just for the mechanics, Ryan. I did check the list and see if there was anybody that would, for roleplay reasons, be appropriate, but there wasn't, which is why I didn't do it. That will take punishment. Apparently Xiahou Dun fights for Wu, because that's him leading that army. Yeah. Let her have that. Han Xin is running around somewhere. Not quite sure where he actually is. We've lost a silk trader settlement. Cai Yingmeng has gained the artful trait. We've got people coming back from their assignments. Han Xin and Guangqiu Dian no longer have a positive relationship, Jinpei, Imotech. So you no longer are friends with the faction leader of one of the factions we're at war with. We've gained a guard. Song Yang and Wang Yi are friends. Song Yang and Zhuge Ke are oathsworn, as are Zhu Jun and Song Yang. Zhuge Ke and Wang Yi are friends, as are Song Yang and Cai Yingmeng. Right. I think Han Xin moved into this bit of shadow up here because I could see Wu Wei on the map across a river. So I think he's gone in there. So the Bandit Queen is going to continue towards Jincheng because I'm pretty sure it's been left open now. Song Chen is going to cross this stream. If I can get it right. I'm expecting to see Han Xin somewhere. There's the army, I think. It's changed hands. So Song Chen's going to stay where he's at. Zhang Wan, what is the plan? Still looks like you can't quite reach the city, but you would be able to get to the edge of it. Press on. Next turn you should be able to besiege it. Ji Bun is still mustering his troops, as is Wen Hui. These chapels... Oh, we've got the other army that we can raise as well, haven't we? Which I think we're going to raise in Ye, given the amount of enemy forces along the river. So this one is going to be commanded by Dan Wei, with Huang Chuan as his captain and Xiao Zhou as his lieutenant. Xiao Zhou taking a bit of a demotion there, but I'm sure he'll be fine. These guys over here need to finish this off. Always seem to land just east of Hernay farmland. Taishan is a large city. You know what? We're going to loot and occupy just because we don't have a super amount of food and we're going to be capturing a lot of cities. But also, I think, yeah, Jujun's greedy, so basically just let his men off the leash. Wang Yi and Bao Huishan are friends. Cai Ying Meng and Bao Huishan are friends. We're going to keep Wang Yi with Jujun. Seems to be the safer choice. And I believe that is going to do it for the summer. So we'll push forward. Yep, Xiaodun attacking Pingyuan salt mine. He's also got Han Tong, who looks pretty damn ferocious. Marzun can go to hell. He's too close to dead at this point. Like, he wouldn't survive anybody else attacking him, so why should we let him survive us attacking him? Straight to the point. Your general engages in a debate with an opponent whose arguments amuse the crowd with their colourful euphemisms and innuendos. However, wordplay relies on ambiguities. Your general simply responds with an ugly but undeniable insult, causing their opponent to retire. There is much laughter from the crowd. Yan Shu and Yao Zhou apparently getting into it. Alright, Ryan, what's Zhang Wan's plan? I feel like I don't need to ask, but I'm gonna. Take it! I mean, you could attack it this turn and get a Pyrrhic victory with medium casualties. Or you can pop siege equipment. If you did it as a night battle, would you get less? Not really. Do it a night battle. Boff.
大势已定。
What are we doing with the city, Ryan? Occupy.
欲成大业，必先有立足之地。
Wu Wei Commandery has been secured, and Chun Jun has leveled up. He's a 36-year-old level 3 strategist with a rogue background, kind-hearted, relentless, and feared. Composure, perception, or judgment. I think... Ooh, that's a tough one. I'm stuck between judgment and perception, because they both kind of tied to kind-hearted, and neither of them particularly tied to relentless or feared. I suppose, hang on, rogue background. Like the archetypal scoundrel, this one is wayward and unprincipled in their actions. Abandon fixed ideas, they will only hold you back. I don't really know how that ties to perception, to be honest, but... Do not let emotion cloud your acuity. I guess a rogue doesn't care about emotion, so maybe judgment. Right. The Bandit Queen. Gonna get her Yingjing out of the way. Still not how those axes work. That was, but not the first bit. I guess if it wasn't meant to be a piercing bit, it didn't really count, but... Snag the replenishment. Zhongzhang and Guangqiu Dian have become friends. And so has Song Jian and Guangqiu Dian. Close victory. You know what? Speed is of the essence, so the Bandit Queen's going to do what Jiang Wan did and just take the city. What's Wu Wei looking like? She's going to let her men loose to get some loot. Wu Wei looks fine. There's not really any damage, if that's what you were getting at.
我已准备好作战了。挫其锐志。
Song Chen is going to advance. Interesting. We'll starve them out and see what they do.
这样行不通。
Ji Bun's army has fully mustered. They are no longer ketchup. I am going to keep making that joke until somebody laughs.
这样行不通。
Okay, she can reach him.
力求上进。
But apparently he is stronger. He's going to lie in ambush on that road.
静候敌军。
Wen Hui has also mustered his entire army. But I'm debating force marching him east to try and help with the defense. What's that peasantry building? I would like to see if it's a food seller or producer.
当断则断。
It's a food producer. Right, Wen Hui.
整装待发。
He is relentless, so that makes a lot of sense for a forced march. He's going to start heading east to try and help defend the lands over here. Dan Wei is still mustering. These lads Zhu Jun and Wang Yi are going to head back towards the crossing in the east. And they're going to try and loop back around and get Xiaodun. And I think that's all we can do. We'd like to upgrade it before we move on. Okie doke. Done. Thank you for the laugh, Imatek. Alright, that's the end of the turn. Let's see what we get this turn. We are inching closer to destroying Han Xin. And they know it. Song Chen's going to retreat. He's not going to try and fight that. Ryan, orders for Jiangwan. Meanwhile, the Bandit Queen. Was that a full army in there before? No, I don't think it was. Huh, idiots. They disbanded 2 retinues, which now means that Song Chen can just beat them. Standard march east towards Wu Wei farmland. Got it. Song Chen has captured Han Yin, 54 years old, level 4 champion, spiteful, solitary and beautiful. I think we're just going to release it. And we shall occupy the Silk Trader. Which... Oh dear, David gained Noble's Leather and he's not here to dish it out. Although he is... yeah, philanthropic, I don't know. Only commanders can wear it anyway. Does he know any commanders? He does, he knows Jiang Wan, who's already wearing it, so it really doesn't matter. Not Yuan Shu has leveled up. He's a level 41-year-old, level 6 legendary Sentinel, no, legendary Vanguard with a hunter background. He's direct, fiery, trusting, philanthropic, modest, cordial and energetic. And he has the options of mobility, clarity, guile, flexibility or reach. Energetic, direct and fiery. I would say that translates pretty well to mobility. Standard march east towards the farmland for Jiangwan. Off you go. Right, she's still running around, but she's basically got no troops. So I think Han Xin, not officially defeated, but pretty much wiped out. Zhongjiang on her way southeast. Jiben. No sign of what's-her-face. Still no sign of what's-her-face. Still no sign of what's-her-face. Take that back. Hunter background and energetic. Yeah, you could be right, Imatek. It can be interpreted multiple ways. I just like to have a logic behind it. There she is. A treasure! A runner arrives from the new settlement with a heavy box strapped to his crooked back. Panting heavily, the breathless man slams his bulky consignment down at your feet before collapsing. It is a loot chest with its lock broken open, filled to the brim with jewels and precious trinkets of considerable value. Excellent. A fine job, G-Bun. And G-Bun has leveled up. He is apparently slightly unhappy, but that's fine. He's a level 5, 50-year-old level 5 champion with a village chief background who is stubborn, uncomplicated, tolerant, solitary and scarred. And he has Guile, Earthen Rampart, Mobility or Reach. I think a stubborn, uncomplicated village chief is probably Earthen Rampart. And that made him legendary, hey! Okay. Wenhui still storming east. Come on, stop pissing about. There you go. Danwei has mustered his army. How do you square up to them? Not particularly well, but we'll push you across that way. No, I want Jujun. He cannot reach, and I'm fairly sure there was an army in ambush somewhere down here. I think we should go and spring. What's Taishan's garrison like? 1 retinue. Alright, we'll head towards the city and see if we can spring the ambush doing it. We can't, but that's fine. Where do you want me to head? I'm thinking towards Marzoon and the Yellow River, try and claim some ground to the south of the river. We'll send Song Chen to hunt her down unless she kills herself on a garrison, which I guess she might. In fact, I'm not even going to send anybody to hunt her down. If they have some money in a treasury, even if they did, they couldn't recruit any troops because they've got no friendly territory left. So if we bring you guys directly down, declare war on the Yellow Turbans on the way through and take that back, and then hit Marzoon kind of in the center, I guess Zhongjiang will fight on the south side of these mountains. So you guys are kind of going to come down towards Chang'an, but via Anding. And then from there we'll determine where everybody's going to go, because that's going to be a bit more of a split then. Everyone has moved, I believe. G-Bun is not happy, but I don't care. Alright, let's plough forward. She's gonna kill herself trying to take a settlement. Oh! Lu Jung was the first of the sisters to die. Well, she's going straight into the honored dead. What is it? Winter 234. Maybe it was the godlike power of Jingpei causing the deaths. I'm not sure I would consider Jingpei to have godlike power, less godlike incompetence. However, Lu Zhong has fallen, and we've gained another steed. I'm not going to bother reading it again. This time it was a grey stallion. I think the Bandit Queen would like to offer the grey stallion to Song Jian, but Sarah's not in the stream right now. However, Song Jian is currently riding a brown stallion, and a grey one is more appropriate for Sentinel, so it's a straight swap basically. I think he'd say yes, and I don't see why she wouldn't, so I'm just going to do it. But that does mean we don't have a faction heir. As you don't have eligible family members, one of your generals will take over. Song Jian doesn't count as an eligible family member? Oh, he does. Okay. But it's because he's the Prime Minister, basically. So, the Bandit Queen can either appoint Song Jian as her faction heir, or they would have to adopt someone. Personally, don't see any reason why she would adopt anybody. If we look at her relations, I mean, she's oath-sworn with Yin Li, but he's 10 years older than her, if not more. She's friends with Guan Chu Dian, but I mean, a slight friendship's hardly enough to adopt someone and make them your faction, eh? So, I think Song Jian gets a promotion to faction heir. Which means Lu Zhong was the heir from autumn 190 AD until winter 234 AD, so 44 years she was the heir. And now Song Jian will take over the duties of Zhongzhang's heir. Which does mean the Prime Minister's position is open again. Imhotep immediately suggesting Song Chen for PM. How does he doesn't harmonize either way with Song Jian, and he disharmonizes with Zhongzhang. How does he feel about them both? Does he care, or not really? He served for basically the same time as Lu Zhong. He has. So are you putting his name forward? Guan Chu Dian? My new lieutenant and friend? If we make Song Chen the Prime Minister, then we're gonna need a Chancellor. I can't ask Song Jian because Sarah's not here. And I think, since we're pretty much at the end of the stream anyway, that and we're in the winter, I'll finish up this turn, we'll finish up the spring turn, and then we'll wait. Hopefully on Wednesday we will have people around that can debate the decision of who we appoint. Ryan, Jiangwan. I'm assuming he's just going to keep moving east along this road because there's not really any other options, but let me know. Zhongjiang is going to continue moving east as well. Song Qian is going to take somewhat of a detour to try and chase down that army. Yes, in forced march. Okay. Apparently back towards the crossing is the best place for you, so back along there. That's that done. Jibun has control of Hanzhong Silk Trader. He's going to keep control of it. Cao Pi's still alive. Interesting. What is Danwei's traits? Creative, trusting, tranquil, strong and artful. Creative and artful, he's not going to be an idiot. He's actually going to push up this way and then prepare an ambush in case Fu Wan turns around, tries to go back the other way. I would like to nominate my wife for administrator of Wu Wei. Hao Jinjin, she is 40. Creative, stalwart, tolerant, trusting, philanthropic, trustworthy and dutiful. She's very good. She doesn't harmonise with Zhongjiang, but she does harmonise with the rest of the council. I'm gonna say pretty much the snow arrived in SRP doing. Yay! Ryan, I'm gonna say pretty much the same thing as with the Prime Minister position, given how close to the end of the stream we are, and the fact that it's not a straightforward decision because Zhongjiang personally probably wouldn't. I'm gonna say ask again when we start on Wednesday, and we will see what everybody else says, because Song Jian harmonizes with her, but it's Sarah's character. I don't want to speak for Sarah and for David, so we'll go over that one again. I think it's a smart suggestion. I just think Zhongjiang as a character doesn't necessarily, although she is clever. You know what? She's clever and not vengeful, so maybe I've been making her slightly too petty just because she's stubborn and determined. I don't think it's a bad decision, and she doesn't dislike your wife, so yeah, you know what? We'll do it. Fuck it. Tao Jinjin, we'll do it the other way because it's easier. Tao Jinjin, administrator of Wu Wei. In the winter of 234. So Winter 234. Hey, I wondered when we'd reach that point. Okay. Right. Give me a second, guys. I need to do a bit of management in the Discord. Edit message. At Three Kingdoms at Twitch follower. Right, there we go. Okie do. That's not. I didn't actually do that. I'm an idiot. Hold up. Winter 234 AD. There we go. Right, that's that finished. Dano! Welcome to the stream, buddy. We are literally like seconds away from finishing, Dano, but appreciate you dropping by, buddy. Does anybody else need to move? You do. So Wen Hui is going to march to her Nate. And same as last episode, I think, because Tyler and Doomsday might turn up at the start of next week, or not next week, on Wednesday, I'm going to leave them with a move at the end of this turn. Because it's also likely if I took the move that they might end up in a fight. So I'm going to let them decide where they're going to go. Which means we're going to be ending the stream here. Let me see if there's anybody I can rado. Dano, thank you so much for the 100 bits, buddy. Those will go straight into the War Fund. Really appreciate that, mate. Thank you very much. You know what? Typically, I raid people that are doing the same sort of stuff as what I'm doing. Usually people playing the same game, or I would raid somebody that was in the SRP Hooligans. Neither of those are available, but I am going to still do a raid to Imperial Jedi, who is playing Transport Fever 2, which there will be a lot more Transport Fever 2 on this channel in January, probably. Jedi's playing it. He's got 87 viewers right now, and we've got a sizable little chunk to add to that. So we're going to go over there. There will be, I'm going to say it now, there will be, unless I say it on the Discord, a stream on Wednesday, another Total War Wednesday, where we will continue with day 15 of the Zhongjiang campaign and see where we go from this position. But after that stream, there will definitely not be any streams until after Christmas, because I'm going back up home. So if I don't see you Wednesday, I hope you have a very Merry Christmas. I hope you have a very Happy New Year, because I might not catch you in between. And I will see you in 2020. Thank you all so much for your support this year. This has been my first year of streaming. Come January, I'll be hitting 12 months. So I really do appreciate it. I hope you guys have a wonderful Christmas. Thank you very, very much. And if you're sticking around with the Jedi raid, please do stick around for a little while so he doesn't just get us all pile in and pile out, as always, and make plenty of noise and get some dogs and stuff on the go when we get in there. Thank you guys so much. See you later. It's been a pleasure, but for the time being, at least until Wednesday, it's going to be Merry Christmas and War Dog out.